All right, assignment 12, period of sinusoidal functions from equation. Okay, so when you don't have the graph and you just have the equation, you can also figure out the period. The period, well, let's just go over the entire thing right now. This is referring to our amplitude, so how tall it is. So it's going to be 3 units tall and 3 units below our midline. This is where our midline is at, so we're at -6. So looking at this right now, we go down -6 from the x-axis. So let's say, where is there I can't draw, there it is. So if I have a graph here, all right, so our midline would be down here at -6. Yep. All right, and then our graph would go up and down from -3, that's up 3 from -6, and to -9. That's 3 down from -6. So that should be -6, right? There you go. So that's where our graph would be located at. And the numbers inside, well, at least this number right here tells us our period, and this tells us left and right where it shifts. So all we really care about is this number right here next to the x. So it is a pi on this question. And so the way you do it, you take 2 pi, because 2 pi is the standard period of a wave, and you divide by whatever number is in front. And like I said, our number in front is pi, so that's what we're going to divide by. Well, pi's cancel out, and we get 2. All right, next question. All right, so this time we have a 2 in front of our x. So remember I said you always start with 2 pi, and you divide by that number out front, which is 2. And these cancel off, and now we have pi left. So our period will be pi. There you go. All right, this time we have a -8 out front. So we start with 2 pi, and we're going to divide by -8. And really, we don't really care about the sign out here. We can ignore it. It's going to be a absolute value of that number. So 2/8. We can simplify this to a 1 and this to a 4. We can divide both by 2. So we have pi over 4. Pi divided by 4. There you go. Question 4. All right, have a fraction this time, so it's pi over 2. All right, I have it written down. So it was -pi over 2, but like I said, we don't have to really care about that, or we don't care about that. So when we have a fraction on the bottom, we're going to make our top into a fraction. So 2 pi over 1 divided by pi over 2. Now when we have 2 fractions that we're dividing, we take the bottom one, we flip it and multiply, like so. And now we see what we can cancel out. The pi's cancel out. We get 2 times 2 is 4 over 1, which is simply 4. And we're done.